We are back on another episode of this 2005 4Runner that I only paid $1,000 for. The reason I only paid $1,000 for it is because it got wrecked in the front end. Also, it has a lot of miles on it. It has 317,000 miles on this car. But I still think it's worth saving. Last episode, I gave you a complete rundown of this car, everything that was wrong with it, everything I wanted to fix, and my plans for it. To start off with, on the last episode, I hooked up my frame machine and pulled out all that wreck damage. Tried to get it as straight as possible before actually cutting it all apart and getting all those damaged parts ready to be replaced. My local junkyard had a 4Runner of the same model, so I was able to get a good bit of parts off of there. I wasn't able to get everything I wanted, but a good chunk of it. I replaced that front right apron, along with getting a new hood, a new fender, and I also bought a bunch of brand new stuff online and had sent here, like a new bumper, new radio support, new radiator, a lot of the stuff I needed to get this thing back on the road. Got all that mocked up, welded on, everything is lining up really well, except for one thing, and that was my front right hub assembly. I believe it got bent in the wreck, and that is what's causing my wheel to still be cambered in a bit. That was the only thing in the last episode that we were waiting for to be able to test this thing out and drive it completely. I could move it around the yard right now, but there's no way I could get to normal driving speeds with it. But luckily, I have a replacement for it. That is what I'm gonna start off with this episode. I'm gonna pull this thing back in the garage and get that whole knuckle replaced. After that, I'm gonna start digging into the rest of the lift kit because I have a full rough country lift kit for this thing. Right now you can see it's squatting a little bit. That's because I have the lift kit in the front end already done, but the back end still needs to be installed. Let's do it. Inner tie rod, outer tie rod replaced, a lot of other stuff replaced. It does look better. We will throw the tire on and see. Oh yeah, looks way better. It used to be kicked in up top. Now it's kicked in at the bottom, but we can adjust that. Out with the old and with the new, much nicer. Installing the rear lift kit on these things, pretty easy. Probably the easiest one I've ever installed. I'll tell you what really helps is having a car that's not rusted out completely. Let's pull this thing out, maybe give it a wash, take it for a little test drive. Definitely gonna need an alignment, but driving straight down the road. So far, runs pretty good. Shifts through the gears. I'm not going to take it the full speed because I don't have the hood latched or anything on the front end all hooked up. Just better to not take it to high speed. Overall, it rides really smooth, shifts really good. Good news. Next thing I want to focus on is this interior. Now this SUV is 20 years old and it also has 317,000 miles on it. So you can expect the interior to have a lot of use to it. But overall, it's really not that bad. I've seen way worse with newer vehicles and even vehicles with way less miles than this. All these interior flaws and issues are really just normal wear and tear. Except for one thing, and that is this dash. I mentioned it in the last episode. I didn't know if it was a common issue or not. After just a quick Google search, I learned that this is a very common issue on this model 4Runner, specifically from 2003 to 2005. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they switched it in 2006. This was such a major problem that they actually offered a recall. I believe they offered it around 2014 or so. I don't know the exact date. Unfortunately, they do not offer the free replacement anymore, so I'm pretty much out of luck on getting a free replacement for this. I did look online to see how much a new dash would cost, and they are going for right around $500 because they are a pretty hot commodity. As much as I really want to put a nice dash in here, I just don't think it's really worth $500. But I do have a very cheap option that I'm going to try to make this dash look right again. Next issue is the seat, more specifically the driver's seat. The driver's seat has a pretty big rip in it. I do want to get new seat covers for the front seats. The rear seats are in pretty much perfect shape. I do see one little scratch on it, but nothing really warranting a full replacement on the back seats. The front seats, however, want a full replacement on. Last main thing to focus on is this carpet. There's just a lot of stains everywhere. Looks like coffee stains or spots where drinks spilled over on the cup holders and it's just running down the side of the carpet. And there is one hole in the driver's side right where you rest your foot. Pretty common spot, especially being 20 years old. My first attempt is going to be to take this carpet out and pressure wash it, clean it really good, hopefully get all those stains out. If it still looks really bad, then I'll look into actually replacing this carpet. But for right now, I think just cleaning it up, making it look good, and then maybe adding some nice floor mats around it, I think that will look a lot better than what this looks like currently. Might clean up these too. Lately, most of my time has been going straight into this 4Runner rebuild. Between filming, wrenching, editing, there's not much time left for anything else. And honestly, by the time I finally wrap up for the day, the last thing I want to do is think about what's for dinner. That's where HelloFresh comes in clutch. Everything shows up right at my doorstep, fresh ingredients, ready to go, so I don't have to waste time running to the store and figuring out what to cook. But what I've been using the most lately are their new ready-made meals. These things are perfect for my schedule. If I've been working all day, I'm starving, I can literally throw this in the microwave and in 3 minutes I have a legit meal that tastes like I actually put effort into it. No cleanup, no prep, just real food that's ready when I am. And there's no junk either. High protein options, balanced proportions, everything tastes fresh. And on nights when I actually have a little bit of time, I like cooking one of their full meals. They have so many different options for different kinds of meals. Scrolling through their website, you can see there's plenty of options, plenty for whatever your taste might be or what you're craving that week. Everything I've had and tried has been really delicious and super easy to cook. Take advantage of the new HelloFresh by scanning my code right up here. That comes with 10 free meals and free breakfast for life. That's 1 free meal per box with an active subscription. The free meals are applied as a discount on your first box order. Sign up today by clicking the link down below in my description, or you can scan this QR code, or go to their website, hellofresh.com, to start your order today. Huge thank you to HelloFresh. Now let's get back on this 4Runner. Does anyone know what this is for? I don't know what that does. All right, let's get the center console out. If I can figure out how to open it. This looks like lipstick, and it's like, oh, there it goes. It was like burnt into the floor. I don't know what was up with it. Not a cigarette. It doesn't smell like smoke in here, so that's kind of surprising. Wow, it looks even worse out of the car. It looks pretty bad. I'm not sure if I can save it, but we can try. See, now doesn't that look so much better? I'm just kidding. Let me grab what I really got. Right here. There we go. Now that looks better. The reason I put that seam sealer down was to smooth all this out. That way you're not gonna notice any ripples underneath this cover. Now for this cover, you're supposed to glue it down. It came with some RTV silicone gasket maker. So hopefully that works. We will see. I'm gonna try to tuck it down into all the spots it really needs to. Also, the previous owner mentioned that this speaker went bad. So I got a new one of those. I'm gonna pop that out, replace it, and then hopefully glue this dash cover down. Maybe tuck it into all these corners so it looks pretty factory. I absolutely hate how this turned out. Driver's side is okay. It's still not sitting very well. But if you look at this passenger side, it just didn't stick at all. It's not big enough to tuck down into the cracks, or it just won't stay. I don't know, it's okay for now, but I'm gonna find a new dash because I hate looking at this. These things suck. Oh my gosh. The zipper is so sensitive. Oh, finally. Not so sure if it's better or not. You know, there's no holes in it, but they are pretty baggy. Now this driver's seat does look better than the passenger seat, and I think the sun will take care of a lot of these wrinkles and shrink it down a bit. This passenger seat though is really, really baggy. Overall, for $100, you can't really expect a whole lot, but not bad. It looks a little bit better. Let's see if this will clean it up. Look at that water. This dash isn't gonna work for me. I hate it. I hate everything about it. I hate that it's not sticking. It just looks so bad. This cover was not worth it at all. Luckily though, I found a parts car that has a good dash. Let's go see it. This isn't sketchy at all. Anything for a good deal. A 1.5 hour drive there. Definitely a sketchy way to get this thing, but we got it. Only $100 for this. A couple differences between this one and my stock one. This is a 2005 4Runner. This came out of a 2008. The main thing that's different is it doesn't have the cutout right here for that speaker that I just replaced. I'm gonna see if I'm able to cut that out. If not, no big deal, I'll just delete that speaker. It's not worth the extra $400 or $500 for a different dash with that speaker cut out. Oh, I really hope I don't mess up. Had to order a different wiring harness for it, but looks okay. I don't think I would recommend it yet because it said it was direct fit, but it definitely wasn't. I had to make some brackets for it. We'll see. This right here is the original carpet that I cleaned and then spray painted. And this is the one that I got off that parts car, same one with the dash. I did pressure this one and it cleaned up really well. A lot better than the original, so I think I'm gonna put this one in the car. It was only like 30 bucks, so I think it's a good deal. And there's no hole in it. Big mess of wires, but it's working. This transformation is absolutely insane. Taking a look at how things looked beforehand and what it looks like now, it's honestly pretty mind-blowing. I'm super happy with the outcome. Couldn't ask for anything better. I'm really glad I got that carpet too. I think that alone makes a really big difference. The seat covers at first looked pretty rough with all the wrinkles, and they were a pretty big pain to install. But after just a few days sitting in the sun in the car, those wrinkles have subsided a lot. And I think another week or two and they'll look pretty much flawless. Now, a few notes about that dash swap. I didn't realize the 2008 dash isn't a direct match to my 2005. The gauge cluster cover is a little bit different of a shape, so I had to do a little bit of trimming to get it to sit in there. It's not absolutely perfect. It does stick out a little bit because the mounting points are completely different. But honestly, for how cheap I got the dash and how much better it looks, I think it's worth it. But if I could redo one thing, I probably wouldn't have cut out that hole for the speaker in there. That's just too big of a risk. If I would have messed anything up, I would have been really upset. As for this new aftermarket radio, I'm not so sure about it yet. I don't think it's worth the money I spent on it considering how slow it is. There are better options out there that are actually a direct replacement to the stock radio, no custom brackets or anything like that. If I could go back, I probably would just buy one of those instead of this one. Lastly, on the interior, I rewrapped the grab handles on the door panels. They were pretty scratched up and I don't think there's a way to take those off to repaint them, so I thought wrapping might look a little bit better. Let me know what you think about this carbon fiber wrap I chose. It does kind of look like camo, but it's supposed to be carbon fiber. There are a couple more panels on the interior that are kind of scratched up. I'm debating on wrapping those as well. Let me know what you think, if it looks good or not. One thing I know you guys are curious about is how much I've spent on this vehicle so far. To start off with, the car cost $1,000. And right down below is pretty much everything I've spent on the exterior of the car. But let me break down for you how much I spent on this interior and what it took to transform it completely. The new dash I took out of that parts car was $100. That is a really good deal considering you can't buy one for less than $400, maybe like $500 on eBay. The two front seat covers cost $96. The carpet was $30. The radio was $170, and the wiring harness to go along with that was another $80, and the all-weather floor mats was another $140, and lastly, that wrap material was like 10 bucks. Also, a couple other expenses, like the dash cover I bought that I didn't end up using, that was $30, and then along with the paint on the original carpet, that was also another $30. So all in on the interior was right around $625. I don't think that's bad at all considering how good it looks now. But let me know what you guys think. Was that worth it? Was it worth all the work? Was it worth the price point? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, I have an Instagram. I post a lot behind the scenes on what's going on this week in upcoming videos. I even posted some sneak peeks of the interior on my story. You guys can check me out there if you want to. Another thing, if you look behind me, you can see that Eastwood sent me a full painting kit for this car. Let me show you. Take it down in here. We got some reducer, some paint, some primer, some pre-painting prep, some more paint. All in all, we got everything we need to paint this car. You may be wondering what color I chose. Right there. Let's take a look at it.